What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good morning, a good Sunday morning. We trapping on a Sunday, you already knew that. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge your card. Shout out to Jameson Taylor, Raymond Solis, you understand? John Jones in the building, Dope Meister in the building, Desmond Iron Man in the building. What's happening? What's happening? Make sure we hit that like and share. Let a friend know where to go to get some of this Cowboys content. I know I started all of a sudden, so we finna do this exercise, you understand? We finna make sure we hit this like and share together. Let everybody know that the boy is live, man. Don't be stingy with the content now. Let everybody know it's on. It's going down in the trap. You know the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. You already know. Let's get it. So I'm doing a share at the same time. We doing this all together. You understand? We live in the trap. Tap in. You understand? Let them know what time it is. I'm hitting my shares. We should be doing the same thing right now. You understand? Yes, sir. We going live with it. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody rocking. I hope you're having a good morning so far. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Shout out to DC4 Life Texas with a $10 super already out the gate, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's that type of GOAT level support, man. And I will be updating y'all with the roster entries, the Raffle, the trap Raffle entries, I mean, you know. And I will be giving y'all the updates to let y'all know where y'all at, man. So I appreciate all the love and support. Let's go. We gotta get these haters on their job real quickly, you know. Just the chorus, you know. We just gotta make sure they on their P's and Q's on their job doing what they supposed to do. And that's hate, man. Let's get it, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Yeah. Let's get this trap jump around the corner, y'all. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back.
I might have been a DJ in another life or something. I ain't sure.
Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to Lamont in the building, Mr. Jenny Green with the green in the building. My little cousin Jalea Samson in the building. You understand? Mr. Joe Transition, got a lock card, the lock card squad. Yes, sir.
You ain't in on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to ride knockout, but it's real now.
I'm real fly.
I probably average your career high.
We just wanted to make sure they doing their job, man. That's all. That's all. Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it. I hope everybody's having a good day, a good morning. And you know the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. Y'all already know that, man. We might need a little preaching going on in this thing today. It is a Trap Sunday, and you already know we trying to push our Cowboys over the top, over the hump. And we've been far too long since we've been reaching the promised land, and we trying to get there. It's about our time now. 2023 is the year. It is. 2023 is the year. And you know the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. Y'all already know that.
Trap.
But, man, I was just sitting here thinking about a lot of the count battles that we got going on. This is, you know, just a freestyle session, you know. It is a little slow on the news cycle, but, you know, I had to put something together for y'all so we can discuss this as a family, you know what I'm saying? We have some interesting count battles coming amongst us, you know what I'm saying? And I got my eyes open. I'm watching every single move in every single position because it's going to tell us a lot when Steve's pads get on. That's when I'll be in Southern California now.
Trap.
I can't wait.
Trap.
I can't wait to see these position battles, and it's going to tell us a lot. It's going to give us the mindset of the coaching staff and how they feel about a lot of these players, why we drafted some of these players so high, like Schoonmaker and Overshawn and stuff like that, like I got on the thumbnail. It's going to be interesting to see what Mr. Demarion Overshawn fit in this linebacking core, right? I feel like it will be.
Trap.
Is he a future pick? Is he somebody that got to sit down for a year or so until he get really involved in the defense? Or are we looking at him like somebody who's finna come out the gate as a contributor? That's what I want to see. Shout out to It's Too Easy with the $4.99 for your mind. He says, top of the morning, landlord. We trapping. Keep up the work. DC4L, let's go. Hey, man, I love it. That gets you another raffle entry. But let me update y'all with the standings of the raffle. You know it is a jersey raffle. Let me see if I can pull my graphic up. You know that I got to do my little housekeeping, but it is a jersey raffle going on. The trap raffle, you understand?
Trap.
I got a trap raffle going on, and it is to help fund me out there to training camp in Southern California. And, you know, I'll be out there next week. But you got a chance to win Madden 24, a jersey of your choice, merch of your choice, or a Cowboys t-shirt or something. But right now, the standings are, you got Miss Patrice with 10 entries. She got the best odds to win. 7 with DC4 Life Texas. 7, 8, 9. He got 9 now since he just sent in 2. So let me update him. He got 9. Queen Cowboy got 6. Miss Sadika got 5. It's Too Easy got 4. Jose Banks with 4. Coach Marv with 4. Mickey with 3. Data Yoda with 2. Tavis Banks with 2. Miss Nisi with 2. Michael Nelson with 2. T. Richburg with 2. Dwayne Brown with 2. Common Sense Lab, Mafia Mice, Sugar Daddy Williams, Gabrielle Vasquez, and Marcus Rowe, Ty Lockhart. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of y'all got 1 entry. So shout out to everybody that's participating in the trap raffle. Make sure y'all update and boost up your chances to win some of those good prizes right there.
Trap.
Shout out to Desmond Iron Man with the $5 super. I appreciate you, sir. He says, landlord, what up, landlord? Keep up the good work. Glad I finally caught a live show. Hope to see you in Cali. Yeah, so I appreciate you, sir. Like I said, I plan on being down there from the 3rd to the 7th. It ain't 1,000% locked in yet, but that's what I'm eyeing. I'm trying to get in 3 practices because, you know, they the way they do it is like they skipping a day. So it make it hard for people like me that's traveling way out there. So it's going to be a couple of days where they not practicing regardless of what I do. So I'm going to just have to deal with it, you know. Shout out to Will Nico with the $10 super, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Y'all helping me out. Y'all really helping me out to make sure I can get out there, man. And happy birthday to Miss Elder Lockhart. Don't tell me it's Miss Elder Lockhart's birthday now. Don't tell me it's Miss Elder's birthday. Shout out to Miss Elder Lockhart. Happy birthday. You know, you are very much so appreciated on my channel. You do a lot. You always making sure the people get their likes up. You always stand on their tail. So, you know, we appreciate everything you do for the channel and the space, Miss Elder Lockhart. We appreciate you. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Happy trap birthday.
Trap.
I think it was somebody else's birthday, too. I think they said, somebody said they son. Was that Miss Gina? Somebody said they son or somebody got a birthday on the 29th, I think. See, I be trying to remember, man. I be trying to remember because I do appreciate all my subs and everybody who supports me. So I am trying to make sure y'all realize that, you know, that I reciprocate the same energy back towards y'all. So shout out to y'all. But back to these count battles. So let's see. Far as what position is, we got all kind of positions that, you know, need to be addressed. So let's see. Give me 1 second. Far as we can start off with the running back room. Far as the running back room, because we know the quarterback room is not really a battle. We already know that's not a battle.
Trap.
That battle was won. But Cooper Rush is a decent backup, but I don't see that being a real battle. So we moving on to the number 2 position, which would be running back. So in this running back battle, who do y'all see, edging out? Because we need 2 categories with this discussion that we have. We need somebody who going to edge out, meaning who going to get reps, and then somebody who going to get the short end of the stick, because it ain't enough room for everybody to play on the team. So when we talking about battling in a battle, in a duel, like I say, you understand, when we talking about a duel, a fight, we already know that somebody got to lose, you know what I'm saying? Somebody has to lose. That's just how it goes. When we talking about a count battle, everybody can't be kumbaya. It can't be all peace. It is war, and somebody must lose. So when we talking about this running back position, who you think gonna get like the second most reps, and who you think gonna get the short end of the stick? Let me know who y'all feeling. I'll tell you mine, and then we can have a discussion real quickly about the running backs. I think Malik Davis will get the second most reps, and I'm thinking Rojo might get the bad end of the stick. Trap. Because when you think about it, okay, you got who? You got Malik Davis, Tony Pollard, of course, Malik Davis. Then you got Rico Dowdle. Then you got Rojo. Rico Dowdle actually got another contract last year. I know it was a small contract that don't nobody talk about, but he at least got another contract. So that right there says that he's pretty much making his team, or they leaning towards him being a part of this team. That at least gives you something like that, Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 Superman. I appreciate you, sir. He says, from being in the chat together to hearing you call into shows to using your platform to bring us the best you can, you are appreciated, my guy. Man, I appreciate that, sir. I really do. I really do appreciate that, Common Sense, man. You have been one of the people that's been around for a long time, as far as my channel go. And, you do send us, inboxes and stuff about the Cowboys from time to time, ideas that you have. So, I appreciate what you do and what you bring to the space, too, as well. So, I really do. Shout out to Coach Marv with the $20 super, man. I appreciate y'all. Coach Miles said, landlord, great work. LOL, I need a T. Smith jersey. Hey, you should use my Twitter messages I sent on your show. LOL, great job, my brother. Hey, I'm gonna have to figure out how to put my Twitter on here, Mr. Coach Miles. But I do appreciate your tidbits too, man, because, you are a valued mind in the space too, Coach. And I really do appreciate it. Every time when Coach talking, man, I try to listen real good sometimes, And not that we gonna agree on everything, but Coach got a real good football mind. And I think, he at least should be heard to see what he think about some of these topics. And I'm always all ears when it comes to Coach and people like that been deep in this football space for years. I'm only 36, so I've been around for a while, but it's still people you got to default to. And that's coaches and stuff like that that's been out here for years. So shout out to Coach Mom. Shout out to Tony Montoya sliding through, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all doing me some justice today, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Let me see. But when I was talking about the running backs, okay, who y'all think gonna be the one to get the short end of the stick? Because like I said, I'm looking at Rojo. My eyes is on Rojo. They might hit this when he walk in the locker room, y'all. I kind of see Rico Dowdle over Rojo, because like I said, they gave him a contract. That's significant to me. They could have just let him walk. He said, my little big brother. How old you is, Cam? Yeah, I'm an old man, man. I'm an old man. Low key, I feel old when I get up out the bed in the morning, I'm trying to get better. Mr. Willie Vasher said, what up, landlord? I can't wait to training camp start so we can see what we have as far as players. Yeah, it's going to be going down, man. I can't wait. We got a lot of position battles. And I was talking about, I'm finna get back to it. Excuse me. Don't let me forget, but I remember before Mike McCarthy, we didn't have too many big-time position battles. You know, that was one of Jason Garrett's biggest flaws as a coach to me. It really was. That was a flaw of Jason Garrett. Because we was very top-heavy at almost all positions. Like, we didn't have much depth. I feel like throughout the whole tenure of Jason Garrett, we usually just have, one good player at each position, and then after that, it's just terrible. Like, if that player go down, we are in shambles. But since Mike McCarthy been a part of this team, it seems like we have had depth almost every single year at almost every single position. So shout out to Big Mike Soprano in this. Trap. But back to the position battles. I feel like I said, Rico Dowdle is over Rojo. So if anybody got the short end of the stick, it'd probably be Rojo in my opinion. And I think Malik Davis should be able to catapult himself to running back 2. And then, Deuce Vaughn will probably be behind him in some good spot work. I really feel like Deuce going to be involved in this team, but I don't think he'll be like a consistent part of this team. I think we'll have some packages and some plays and some formations and some schemes up. We'll scheme up some plays and stuff like that for Deuce, but I don't see him being like a consistent person who get the ball. But now, let's move to the wide receiver position. This is an interesting round right here. This is interesting. Trap. Okay, when we talking about wide receivers, who would get that nod? See, wide receiver position is kind of iffy because you automatically need, 2 of them at the most. I mean, at the least. At minimum, you need 2. Or either you need 3. You need 1, 2, 3. Most people play 11 personnel, so you might need 3 wide receivers. But outside of those 3, we got CeeDee Lamb, of course. We got Brandon Cooks, of course. And we got Michael Gallup, of course. After that, it get real suspicious. My antennas up. Because if you think about it, with the rest of these wide receivers, we did have T.Y. Hilton last year. If these receivers don't show you what you need to see in camp, do you think about calling T.Y. back or something? Like, that might be... Even though I believe in them, I'm just saying, like, we do need a contingency plan. We need a plan B. Just in case these people don't show up the way to our liking, we might need to resort to another idea. But outside of those top 3 receivers, who do y'all look at as wide receiver 4? Who y'all look at as wide receiver 4? And who do y'all think gonna have another phantom injury that'll be on IR or get absolutely cut off this team? Who y'all think gets the short end of the stick? Let's see. Trap. Coach says this on back on the running backs, but let's see. Coach says, I've been following Rico since South Carolina days. He has not been healthy a whole season since Pop Warner. Oh my God, that's sad, Coach. That's sad right there. So I think you saying if he get a good healthy season, he might be able to make some noise. Because to be honest, the small sample size I seen from Rico, he do take advantage of his opportunities. It ain't like he breaking big runs, but he don't look like he's just terrible either. So we'll have to see, Coach. Maybe he do got a little something to offer this team. We'll have to see. Captain Taki said, we have a rough season last year. So many injuries, drama, so much shit, and still went 12-5. I have full confidence in my boys. Hey, that's what I'm saying too, man. I really feel good about this team because we had a tug-of-war battle on the offensive side of the ball, and we still one of the better offenses in football. That should tell you a whole lot. Make no mistake about it, we have a lot of talent. And I feel like with the detailed, determined fix, like Mr. Jalen Tolbert said, which you can tell was some coach speak, that was bulletin board material in the Dallas Cowboys locker room. With that detailed, determined fix, man, I feel like this offense could reach a whole new level. I'm telling you that right now. Trap. A detailed, determined fix. See, you don't have to ball up the offense and throw it away and then make a whole new one. All you got to do is add to it. You know what I'm saying? Build off of it. Because like they said, much beef that we have with Kellen Moore, he did do some good things, though. We have to admit that. He did do some good things. It was more situational far as the way that Mr. Kellen Moore grinded our gears. It was situational. And it was play calling most of the time. It was really play calling. Shout out to Cowboy AJ, man. He said Semi might be expendable. Semi definitely expendable to me. Trap. Okay, wide receiver room. Y'all already know I got to rock with my boy Jalen Tolbert. It's not because he's a friend of the show. It's not because he's from Alabama. It's none of this stuff. I really believe in this kid's talent. So, real talk, I feel like Jalen Tolbert just coming off that year of a rookie and him only being part of football, playing football in the 11th grade, y'all. You got to realize, like, I played football when I was in Little League, so you can tell with players that didn't play football when they was little because it be certain stuff that they just got to pick up on. Like, they just be kind of lost. Like, they might not know where to go or where to put the cleats or, you know what I'm saying, just little nuanced stuff about being a football player that they have to learn with time and experience. So, it's easy to look at Jalen Tolbert as somebody who failed and didn't meet up to the expectations, but I think that was a big time. I say that's the blame for the front office, man. You couldn't expect him to do all of that knowing that he ain't been playing football his whole life. I think that was mismanagement right there. But now you gave him a year to get all of this stuff together. You gave him a year to figure out everything he need to know and where he need to be, learn the offense, get comfortable with his skill set, with the speed of the game and dealing with all this high caliber talent. This man was actually from D2. So he wasn't even translating from D1. He was translating from D2 on top of him learning the game from the 11th grade. So that's a whole lot. And then we already know Kellen Moore offense was like it was on like a Harvard level. Everybody said it was far too complex. So if you add all those things together, man, you will see that it was a big-time struggle, a big-time learning curve for Jalen Tolbert. But I feel like this year, Jalen is going to hit the ground running. He already told you that he don't have to think about 20 things coming off the line. And as a former receiver, I understand you want to be fast as possible. You don't want to give the DB no type of advantages. You want to be able to blast off the line, turn your head, and go make a play. That's all you want to do. And it looks like the whole offense, everybody that's a part of the offense, man, all they talking is very glowingly about how much of a difference it is and how aggressive the offense is and this and that. Everybody seems like they are raving about this offense, and I just can't wait to see it materialize on the field. I feel like Jalen Tolbert will emerge as wide receiver 4. That's my opinion. And let's see who will get the short end of the stick, though, because that's. Let me look at this roster one more time, because I don't want to do nobody dirty, but it's looking grim for a couple people. And I know they don't want to give up on Semi. They don't want to give up on Semi. They might give him another phantom injury before they just 100% give up on him. So I think that's something to keep an eye on. Like, I just don't see them just saying, Semi, we give up, it didn't work out. I think that'll be, a minute. So, okay, it's a couple of candidates now that I look at the roster now. It's a couple of candidates. Good grief. We know we got the rookie, Jalen Marino Crawford. You got David Durden, the small school kid that was going crazy in his conference. Jose Bourbon. See, most of them players, I see like maybe Durden and Jalen Brooks is a draft pick. But Marino, Crawford, and Durden, them might be practice squad guys. But far as the people who should make the team or need to make the team, if I had to pick outside the normal wide receivers, I'd say Marino, Crawford, David Durden, and my boy Dontario Drummond. I feel like that'll be your practice squad guys right there, and possibly Dennis Houston. But if you look at the rest of them, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Brandon Cooks, now Jalen Tolbert, and you got Kevontae Turpin, you got Simi Fehoko. Ugh. If we had to vote between them two, y'all, honestly, Turpin then provided more of a service opposed to Simi Fehoko, though. He's been more of a service to us. Trap. What y'all feel about that? It looked like it might get down to a vote between Turpin and Simi. And when you evaluate those two, you got to say Turpin provides you some special team usage. Simi doesn't. I don't recall too many times Simi going down there making no tackles, and he's not a return man, so I don't know, man. Simi might be the phantom IR guy, or either he could possibly be the cut candidate, y'all. I don't know. I do not know. Shout out to Coach Ma with the $5 super, man. He says, we talk bad about Noah Brown, but Brown did the dirty physical work in blocking defensive ends, linebackers, and DBs. Who's going to fill that wide receiver dirty work job? That's interesting, Coach. And if you put it into that perspective, Coach, honestly, Simi would be more the person who can fill that role. I look at Jalen Tolbert can block too. Jalen Tolbert, I feel like he can be a physical type blocker. I feel like he could do some of those things. He's not a small guy either. But if it was between Turpin and Simi, of course you'll say Simi. You know, Turpin ain't gonna be able to block too many people. So if it became a battle between them two for the dirty work job, it'll have to be Simi. So now that you say that, Coach, when you put that into perspective, okay, you got Simi and Turpin. Okay, Simi provides a possibility of him being the dirty work guy, and Turpin provides what? He provides the opportunity to be the punt return guy. So it depends on what they gonna value. You know what I'm saying? Because neither one of them gave us pretty much anything as far as wide receivers go. You know. So what would you value the most? The dirty work job or the return job? Because I probably value the return job a little more. You know, I don't know. Maybe that, Coach, do you think that was the scheme that we ran that had Noah in all those blocking situations? Because you can pretty much fill that void with a tight end. Schoonmaker might fill that job, Coach, because he's a good blocker. Like, if he got anything, he's a good blocker. Miss Elder said 34 likes and 6 to 8 in the chat. My God, don't make me cry. Don't do me like that. That hurt right there, 34. Ain't that Charles Barkley number? Good grief. Don't make me hit that ugly cry, man. Please. It's a Sunday. You know, don't be mean, don't be stealing, don't be stingy, man. That's trap. Don't do that. Trap. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And you know, landlord, I'm only 13 subs away from 4K, man. So let's get that done today on a Sunday, man. That would be great to get it done on the Lord's Day, you know. 13 subs away. 13 subs away from 4K, man. I done came a long way. I remember when I had 100 subs, you know what I'm saying? 500. And, you know, to be right here staring down 4K, it feels good. I know I put in a lot of work. I probably got about 1,800 videos out here for y'all. In my little 2 years almost now, I've put in a lot of videos, a lot of work. So, you know, it's good to see some of that hard work paying off. It really is. Shout out to It's Too Easy with the $4.99, man. He said we have to remember there's a new OC in town that can use the talent on the roster. Exactly. That's why I said I wanted to see what Coach thought about it. You may not need a wide receiver doing that, because to be honest, Noah was doing like tight end blocking schemes, if I remember right. He wasn't really doing just the wide receiver blocking while he on the perimeter blocking. If I remember right, I remember Noah Brown motioning and basically doing some tight end stuff. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, like far as the blocking scheme. I'm not talking about him playing tight end, but it's like we would motion Noah to the strong side that we running on and then run behind him and stuff like that. You can do that with Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker can block. He gonna be a good blocker day one. I'll tell you that right now. Coach said Michael Gallup has to be the dirty work because he will be the third wide receiver and need that type of receiver in any offense, landlord. Okay, now Michael Gallup got the frame to do it too. But I don't remember Michael Gallup being that no tremendous blocker though, but we'll have to see. Now, hey, if they ask him to do it, he gonna have to do it. And he got the frame to do it. We all know, Coach, you even know, Coach, that blocking is basically want to. It's not, like everybody is capable of blocking. We know that, Coach. Blocking is not rocket science. You need a little physicality. You need a little frame to be able to do it, but blocking is mostly want to. So if they tell Michael Gallup to block, he going to have to put in that work and really get it done. And I feel like he can do it. But I think Schoonmaker going to take up a lot of those blocking. I think he going to fill a lot of those blocking voids that we might have on this defense. Ms. Regina says, landlord Mark Holmes just said, Saquon said, F the Giants, Austin Eckler called the running back zooming. Yeah, I seen that. Saquon did say that. He said he could. I know on the interview part I seen, he said he could say F the Giants and he could say F his teammates. And then he was like, if you want to see my value, I can sit out. So, hey, it's becoming a running back revolution, like I said, Ms. Regina. It's crazy. It's going down. It's going down. They having a running back revolution. They said Tony Pollard was on that Zoom call, too. I just read up. They said Tony Pollard joined in on that Zoom call, too. So, everybody antennas is up right now, y'all. It might get ugly as far as this running back position go. It might get ugly. That's something you need to be aware of. That's something you need to keep an eye on because I don't know about it, man. I don't know what the solution is. And they look like they are hell-bent on finding the solution because the running backs ain't taking this foolishness no more. And I ain't mad at them, man. I feel like it need to be something done. I don't have the answers right now, but it do feel like something needs to be done. It needs to be addressed. But I think I did made my noise on the wide receiver position. I said I think Dontario Drummond, Dennis Houston, Jalen Brooks, Durden, and Jalen Marino Crawford probably be some of your practice squad wide receivers. So, and Jalen Tolbert to be wide receiver 4, and then you got who I said Simmons might be the odd man out. I ain't sure. But they was talking glowingly about Simmons and Jalen Tolbert in the little camp, so we'll have to see how that materializes. But as far as tight ends go, we got Princeton Fant, Luke Schoonmaker, the second-round pick, Seth Green, Peyton Hendershot, Jake Ferguson, and Sean McKeon. So, okay, somebody help me out because I'm on the fly with it now. How many tight ends we usually keep? We usually keep like 4, right? Because I think last year we had Sean McKeon, Jake Ferguson, Peyton Hendershot, and Dalton Schultz, if I'm not mistaken. So if we keep 4, that means 2 of these guys going to be either one of them probably be cut or either the practice squad guy. Okay, good job. Appreciate that. He said 4. I thought so. So out of these 2, 4, 6 tight ends, 2 of them going to get the short end of the stick. Now, we already know Luke Schoonmaker, the second-round pick, will be on this team. Outside of any tragic events, he will be a part of this team, being a high second-round pick. Peyton Hendershot pretty much will be on this team, and Jake Ferguson definitely be on this team. So those 3 right there are pretty much locked. Sean McKeon probably a lock. So because he been on the team so long, and it seemed like they got some kind of role for him. Okay. Now, Seth Green and Princeton Fant, those two will probably be battling for the last for the practice squad, or both of them might be able to get on the practice squad. Which I think I like Princeton Fant. I don't think he got the size for a tight end. He pretty short, but he is pretty athletic at the same time. So he could dub for a fullback. So we'll have to see that. He said, what do you think about the fullback Lupke? That's what I was saying. Lupke could be, Princeton Fant might be battling him for fullback. Cause Princeton Fant ain't number like 6'2". That's not real. That's not a real tight end size. You know what I'm saying? Tight ends be like 6'4" and above, like 6'5", 6'6". 6'2" is very, very short for a tight end. Cause you got to think they battling some defensive ends at times, and you don't really want to be that on the sides trying to block no defensive end. You're gonna get cooked more than likely. So when you think about it like that, I don't know, man. I don't think Princeton Fant gonna be able to play tight end for real. I don't really see that. So if he can't make it at tight end, they probably gonna try him at fullback because he's athletic, he can catch, he can run, he can do a lot of things. But I think him being undersized, I don't think he can. I wouldn't like him at tight end. Miss Elder said 49 likes, 86 in the chat. Get the likes up. Y'all make sure y'all take care of me, man. I ain't gonna keep hounding y'all. I know y'all gonna do me right. I know y'all gonna do me right. Trap. Y'all been doing pretty spectacular as of late, man. Y'all been showing out. The views been up. The likes been up. You know, I feel like I'm progressing in the space. So I do appreciate all the love and support that I get. But let's stay on the right track. Let's stay on the right track and help your boy beat up the algorithm like Dak do the filthy Philadelphia Eagles. Let's do that. Top Flight says, any chance Zeke returns? I really don't see it. And outside of an injury, you know, that's what I think. At this point, I think Zeke waiting on an injury. Because it don't look like the NFL is just dirty right now, bro. They doing everybody bad, man. So with somebody like Zeke that's on the outside looking in, he may be waiting on an injury. Papa's boy says, say, Bama, I don't have an Apple phone to send donations, but I want to donate to the channel. Gallaback. You know, do you have a Cash App? You know my Cash App right here too. You don't really have to have an iPhone, Papa's boys. You can donate on Android too. Don't do our Android people like that. Trap. You can donate on Android too, Papa's boys. If you look to the bottom of the screen, I believe you can see a $sign logo. You hit that $sign logo, and maybe it'll ask you to set up a card or something if you don't have a card set up. But Android works just fine too, or whatever other system you have as far as your cell phone go. And if that don't work for you, you know we got the Cash App option right there too, and it's $sign landlord 723. And you know, all the donations, whatever you can do to support what I'm doing and what I got going on is greatly appreciated. So shout out to everybody that's doing it. Trap. But let's see. That was a sad story for the firefighter. Remember that on addiction show? Felt horrible for the kids. What you talking about, Philly? I don't know. Philly D? Are you an Eagle? Looks like you're an Eagle. You probably trolling. I don't know. But, okay. We did the tight ends. What's the next position we gonna do? Let's see. We did tight ends. We don't gotta really do centers, guards. Well, you gonna probably keep all them. You got Zach Martin, of course. Brock Hoffman. I don't know about him. He may be practice squad. Chumunga Edoga and TJ Bass. They're going to be a battle between them two. They actually traded for Chumunga Edoga, and TJ Bass is an undrafted free agent. So they probably battle it out to be, you know, at least a part of the 93-man roster. 53-man roster, and then somebody going to be on the practice squad. Brock Hoffman probably get the short end of the stick on that. But it's not really fun doing the offensive lineman because you need most of all of them. So you're going to really need them. See, like tackle, we got plenty of tackles, and we got plenty of room for them too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tackles. I need to see how many we kept last year. That's how you kind of break down this position battle stuff. You got to see how many we typically carry from year to year. And I'm sure they're going to do some roster finagling because they might go short at some positions and go long at other positions. So we'll have to see how they do it. But, of course, we got Tyler Smith. Isaac Alarcon, I don't know why they even got him on here. He's not a tackle anymore, apparently, they say. Allegedly, they say he's not a tackle anymore. Then you got Mac Forniak, you got Josh Ball, Terrence Steele, Tyler Smith, Matt Waletzko, Alex Taylor, Asim Richards, and Earl Bostic Jr. Okay, I know that Tyron Smith is going to be here. I think they pretty fond of Matt Forniak. I don't think they ready to give up on Josh Ball, even though they probably should be. Then you got Terrence Steele, of course, Tyler Smith, of course. I like Matt Waletzko. He's just a second-year player, just like Tyler Smith. So I think he got some room for improvement. Austin Richards is a rookie. And then I'm not too familiar with Earl Bostic or Alex Taylor. So maybe those are practice squad guys who got to try to fight for this position. But, okay, let's move on from that. Now we get into the nitty-gritty with the biggest roster, one of the biggest roster count battles that we going to see for 2023, for sure.
Trap.
Okay, let's see, Miss Elder getting mad at us. Good grief. She said, landlord, I'm tired of reporting these low-down lights. Like, all it takes is a tap of the like button and a sub. Why is that so hard? I do support everywhere to get you great status, my guy. I appreciate you, Miss Elder, man. But, some people, it's a little difficult for some people. They might not like me, you know what I'm saying? They don't fool with landlord. But, we going to keep on trapping, man. It's all good, Maybe I gotta earn they like Miss Elder, but we'll see. Maybe at the end of the show, I might put on a decent, show for them, and they'll go ahead and hit that like for you, boy. So we'll see. But if you do enjoy the show, if you do want to be a part of the show, a part of this movement, please hit the like button. I don't want to beg you either, so you know what I'm saying. I feel like they'll take care of me in the long run, but we'll see. But I'm looking at this DB room. Of course, we got the top 3 to 4 figured out. No, this DB room is deep, y'all.
Trap.
Man, this DB room is deep. We got Trayvon Diggs, of course. Stephon Gilmore, of course. Then you got who? Deron Bland, in my opinion, for sure. But then you still got Jordan Lewis right there. Jordan Lewis is like the wild card in this situation. Because think about it. If you give Deron Bland the third corner position, Jordan Lewis probably naturally be the fourth corner, win it. Let me know. Because Jordan Lewis is a starter. And I think he got another year on his contract. Excuse me. But you can save $4.7 million if you let Jordan Lewis go. So that is a incentive to let him go. Dollar Bill don't play that.
Dollar Bill!
You already know that.
Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing! Nothing!
So do you think Jordan Lewis will make the fourth cornerback, or do you think he'll be cut for that $4.7 million? Because I don't think we should be going around cutting decent corners. We already know an injury can happen, and then you got Jordan Lewis to distribute out there and deploy out there and help you out. So what y'all thinking? Are y'all leaning more towards him making the fourth cornerback or getting cut for that $4 million? 4 for 4 out here, man.
Trap.
Making the fourth cornerback or $4 million. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what y'all thinking, because I think that's iffy. I see Dollar Bill going after that $4 million. you already know him. And he probably won't do nothing with it either, QVR11. I don't know about seeing you either, sir, but welcome to the trap. I appreciate you coming through. He says keep him for depth. I think that'll be the smart thing to do. But, we don't always get the Cowboys to look at stuff like we look at stuff. Y'all know that. I think you should keep Jordan. Joe Tranchina said we can trade Jordan. That's that's option 3. Because you could trade him. I think he got a little value. You might be able to get you what we need on this team. You might be able to get you a rotational linebacker for him or something. What y'all think about it? Trading him is another option, though. I didn't really consider. Matt Batten, the GOAT in the building. What's happening? He said we can load cornerback room and safety room, defensive ends room, landlord. You say all that's loaded. Yeah, they did say J. Lou going to the pup list at the beginning of the year, so I think he gonna be a cut, man. I really do. If he can't start this year, man, I think it's over for J. Lou. I ain't gonna lie. Cause look, if he can't start the season healthy, that go against us keeping him for depth. Cause he ain't even healthy. Trap. If you start thinking like Dollar Bill think, they gonna get rid of Jordan Lewis, bro. That's $4 million. They rather get that $4 million now than let him sit in rehab and hope he become Jordan Lewis again. So I don't know, y'all. I think they gonna get him up out of there. I really do. $4 million, $4.7 million. That's almost $5 million. Yeah, they gonna get Joe Lou out of there, especially if he's not healthy. If he's not healthy, I see it's looking pretty grim for him. I ain't gonna lie. Because now you got younger cornerbacks. We just drafted the Eric Scott guy, and, man, it's too many people in here. You got Israel. Like, Jordan Lewis if he's not healthy, day one training camp, I don't see him making this team. Because you already seen they've been talking glowingly about Eric Scott, and Israel Mukuamu is playing corner look like right now. Then you got Kelvin Joseph, former second-round pick. It's going to be tough for them, man. It's going to be really tough for them. It is. So, we'll just have to exclude Jordan Lewis. Just say, because he won't be there. Who would y'all say that'll be the 4th cornerback then? Out of Kelvin Joseph, Israel Mukuamu, and the rookie Eric Scott Jr. Who y'all leaning toward? Trap. Who y'all leaning toward as the 4th corner then? Is it Eric Scott, Kelvin Joseph, or either who the last dude was? Israel Mukuamu. It look like, hey, we basically interviewed the whole DB room over here at Landlord Sports and the Three Amigos. We got the whole DB room over here. We done talked to Izzy and Israel Mukuamu and Kelvin Joseph. So we done got a good little input from the whole DB room out there in Cowboy Land, man. That's what's up. I ain't never really looked at it like that. A lot of people high on my boy Izzy, man. Izzy, Eric Scott, KJ. Miss Elder said KJ, hey. KJ is a capable player, man. I just think he got to be put in the right opportunities, right situations. Excuse me. I really think he was put in some crazy situations last year, man. Like, he really was. And he didn't play well, so I'm not excusing him, but I think he could have been in some better situations too, though. I'm just being real. Izzy, Matt Ban says, may the best guy win. Let him fight. That's me. Yeah, of course, we it's always gonna be let the best man win, but we just trying to see what we feeling like. What's the guess? Who would you guess to be the one that's the best man that's gonna win? Who gonna win if you had to take a guess? It would be KJ. Joseph be lost. Yeah. I think they put him, because look, if you know about the nature of a DB, man, you got to take your lumps. I think they been so timid about playing KJ, they didn't really let him take his lumps as often enough as he should have. Now, so every time you see him, now he's just taking lump after lump. That's not opportunistic for him and his development. Not in my opinion. I know KJ is a talented player, but he did look lost when he was out there. And I kind of feel like it was some of that spot work, man. You know what I'm saying? They kind of put him in some bad situations. Like, they really kind of did. So, you would have liked him to play better, even though he was in a bad situation. But I don't know, man. I ain't 100% out on KJ yet. I'm going to see what he do in this camp. I feel like he can play, man. Because I seen a couple of situations. I'm like, bro, why would you put him right there? Like, why would you have him covering one receiver in the middle of the field? Like, I don't know. So I'm gonna hold my reservations on Kelvin Joseph until I see him out the camp. If I see him balling out at camp, then I revisit this and say maybe he did, maybe he will step up a little more. Yeah, I think so too, Mr. Dicker. I really seen him, and when we interviewed him, I could tell that he's more focused and he really want to show people and he want to prove people wrong. I can kind of feel that kind of energy on him. So, of course, he know he got a microscope on him. Of course, he know a lot of people doubting him, and he came with that same energy on the interview. He didn't shy away from it. He said certain stuff like that. He was like, "Hey, man, I know that I'm ready to show him. I'm ready to show up." He was saying stuff like that. So I got some eyes on KJ. I feel like he's ready to prove a lot of people wrong, and he gonna have his opportunities in camp. So I'm looking forward to see what he do. XGI Joe, I ain't never seen you before, but welcome to the trap. He says, landlord, if KJ plays well in training camp, Godwin might be in trouble. CJ, yeah, he can take over CJ's special team role and be useful as a cornerback. True, because he was a special team ace last year, so yeah. I told you, I made a video about KJ, man. A lot of people was talking bad about him, but I did appreciate the effort he put in on special team. Like, this man came from being the big man on campus in LSU and Kentucky, and then come to the NFL and don't make it and just get put to the bench another year, and he still went out there in special team and gave maximum effort. I know plenty of players that would have tucked their tail and stayed on the bench and with a pout face. I know them people. They would have been over there pouting and mad and sad that they didn't get their opportunity, but KJ went out there and competed. So that's pretty commendable right there. I'll say that. I tip my hat to the effort that he showed. I really would. Q11 says, how you say that? Quarter 11? Well, what's the abbreviation? QVR 11? I think Goodwin is gone. You might be right, too. We have too much talent to have him take up a spot. They love him. They love him because, he's been a great special teamer for years. But, hey, I think they got to go out. Like, you got to give that up at some time because, like you said, KJ can kind of fill that void and give you some reps at corner if need be. Like, if we got to put CJ Goodwin at corner, we might be in shambles over here. So, if now you could say that. If we had to put CJ at corner compared to putting KJ at corner, like, which one would you feel a little more comfortable with? Because I feel a little more comfortable with KJ. I'm just saying. I know he ain't gave me no reason to, really, but I just think he'll be a better player. So that's something to think about. Okay, we did the cornerback position. Let's see another position because we kind of running out of time. Okay. Cornerbacks. We'll do safeties and linebackers. Now, safeties pretty much solidified, though, honestly. We ain't even got to talk about safeties. You got J. Ryan Curtis, Malik Hooker, and Donovan Wilson. You know those three going to play. So, you got Ranye Thompson, Marquise Bell, and Redwine. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but I know Marquise Bell. That'd probably be the four safeties you keep. J. Ryan, Leak, Dono, and then Marquise Bell. Ranye Thomas and Sheldrick Redwine, those probably be your practice squad guys. I don't think that's too hard to diagnose. The safety room is easy, so we can move along on that one. Let's see. Linebackers, that's interesting. Linebacker room is it's not that deep, so it might be a little easy, but it'll be interesting how they deploy these guys. Linebacker room, that's what I wanted to talk about over Sean. I got so many questions about DeMario Overshown. Trap. Shout out to DC for Life with the $5 super. I appreciate you, man. He says, please hit the like button. It looks like this. Hey, I like that. Feel free to hit it. Doesn't cost a thing. DC for Life. Let's freaking go, Cowboy. Hey, man, you know how to get me. Trap. Man, y'all hit that like button, man. We don't want them. Don't be acting like an Eagle. Don't be acting like a stinking Eagle fan in here. But the linebacker room is interesting. You got Leighton Vander Esch, of course. You got Damone Clark, of course. That's 1 and 2, I would say. So who would be your third linebacker? Because they drafted Overshown, in the 3rd round? So, okay, if you drafted him that high, you must be seeing him being better than Jabril and Devin Harper and Malik Jefferson. So you might have to keep almost all these guys. So, okay, I see Leighton being number 1. You know, Leighton is still a decent player, and they put a lot of draft capital into him. So I don't see him being demoted or nothing outside of injury or like continuously being bad. I don't see neither one of those. So you got Leighton, then you got Damone. He showed a lot of stuff his rookie year. Damone leapfrogged a lot of other linebackers. So I would assume he would be the second linebacker coming into 2023. So you got Leighton, Damone, and who would be that third? If you asking me, my preference, I would say Devin Harper. I'm big on Devin Harper, but I don't see them seeing it like I see it. I just don't. Trap. I don't think the Cowboys gonna see it that way, but I like Devin Harper. I like Jabril too, but it gotta be some politics or some preferences. We gotta figure out what's going on with this linebacking core, because look, we feel like linebacker is a void. We feel like we lacking that linebacker, but we actually got a lot of talent at linebacker. We really do. I just feel like they haven't got their reps or they haven't proven it. But, man, I like Jabril Cox's skill set. I like Devin Harper as a linebacker. But they haven't got the reps or they haven't got on the field to do it. So that's what the problem is. Mr. Dickens said, landlord, did you see the Jets fight on Hard Knocks? They were actually throwing fists. Yeah, I seen that. That means it's football season right now, Mr. Dickens. That's all that means. Some good old competition. You know what I'm saying? Some of that competitiveness coming out. And, you know, it might be a little trash talk. Some people can't handle it. But, yeah, I did see that. But, yeah, man, you can't tell me that Jabril ain't talented. We just ain't seen it translate. Like, I love his skill set as far as a coverage linebacker. We just ain't really seen him on the field, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't ask me. I don't have the answers. I just don't, you know. But Devin Harper, he was hurt last year, and I feel like if Devin get his reps, if he get opportunities, Devin might not get back off the field. That's how high I am on him. I feel like if you let Devin Harper get some reps, he may not come off the field again. Because I'm telling you, I like him. He's like that. He's coming up striking. He's a foot in the dirt kind of guy, and he's laying the wood on these boys. His reaction time is pretty good. Like, I like everything I seen from Devin Harper when he was in preseason and in college. So I can't wait to see if he actually gets some opportunities. But it'll be between DeMarvion Overshown and Devin Harper for me. So what would y'all say? Devin Harper or, the rookie DeMarvion Overshown? What y'all say? Trap. Harper or Overshown? What y'all think? Let me see. Simo says Overshown or Harper or Dono, etc. I like that they can be versatile with this Quinn scheme. Yeah. You do got to kind of incorporate the safeties into this linebacker equation too. So that's a good point. the way Dan Quinn like to run his defense, you do gotta consider that, because he might deploy them at all kind of different ways. We never know, because Curse and Dono are basically linebackers in this defense. Curse and Dono are basically linebackers. And then it was strange that he went and got another versatile kind of linebacker like Overshawn. I would have thought he wanted a more traditional linebacker. He didn't want that. He still didn't want that. He went to the store and still bought the same kind of shoes then. Trap. That boy had some dress shoes and went about the same kind. He went and got the same kind of linebacker that we already got. So maybe he trying to replace somebody. That's what that screams to me. He's not trying to assemble a linebacking core. It look like he trying to replace some of the people he already got. If you go and get basically a player with the same skill set that you already have, that right there tells me you trying to replace somebody. I don't know. Simo said, landlord, are you as hype about this season as I am? I'm flexing about it. Hey, man, I'm super lit about this season. I feel like it could be one of the ones, man. You know, we might get to the promised land, Mr. Simo. I'm trap. Might get to the promised land. He said, yeah, I thought we would get a traditional linebacker too. I thought so too, man. I really didn't understand why he got some more of what we already had. Like I said, the only conclusion I can come to is he trying to replace somebody. You know, I don't see no other conclusion you can come to. And then if DeMarvion don't contribute this year, that was a super future pick. And I'm not too fond of that, because we could have got a linebacker that could have helped us right now, or went to another position that could have benefited us right now, that we could have got some good play from, instead of somebody that's just super future. So I think that's something to consider too. But yeah, man, let me see. I think I can end this real quick. I did the safeties. We did linebackers. Edge rushers will be the last one. And I might have to continue some of this talk over there with my guys, HTM Sports, and possibly West Coast, because I'm going to do another show at the end. But the edge rushing game, Ben Bandicoot, I don't know what that said. Crash Bandicoot? I don't know. Okay, Darrell Johnson, Isaiah Land, Tyrus Wheat, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Micah Parsons. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these guys are a lock. Fowler, Sam, Dorrance, Marcus, and Micah. Those 5 are a lock. So outside of them guys, I like Isaiah Land and Tyrus Wheat. I'm not too familiar with the other 2 at the top. They probably be practice squad guys. How many did we carry? I got to see that too. But I know these 5 are a lot. They probably want to carry like 6 or 7 defensive ends. Somebody let me know if they know the exact number of how many we kept last year. But I know Michael, D-Law, Dorrance, Sam, and Dante. All 5 of them are locks. And then outside of that, you got to look at Tyrus Wheat, Isaiah Land, and Darrell Johnson, and Ben Bagnagoot, something like that. Forgive me, I'm sorry. But let's see. Okay, we did edge defenders. Let's see. That was pretty easy. Some of this stuff is easy because we so strong in the room. Interior defense tackles. Okay, this is what we need to do. And then this will be the last one I do before we wrap it up. Okay. Let's see who the locks is. It ain't many locks in this room here. Oh, yeah, this room right here is kind of shaky. You got Mizey, of course, he a lock. Jonathan Hankins is a lock. That's 2. I see Osa is a lock. That's 3. Okay. Mizey, Jonathan, and Osa. Now, it's a battle between the rookie, Fehoko, Quinn Bohanna, and Chauncey Golston, and Neville Gallimore. That's going to be interesting. Who y'all looking at that'll win that? Craven Cowboys in the building. What's happening, Miss Mickey? Who y'all looking at in that battle right there before we wrap it up? Let me know.
Trap.
You got the rookie Fehoko, Neville Gallimore, Chancey Golston, and Quinn Bohanna. I like Bohanna. I really do. I think he can add to this team. But for some reason, he started out on fire last year, and then it just kind of plummeted. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's politics, he in the doghouse or what. But I am pretty bullish on Quinn Bohanna. I don't know if he going to show it up or prove me right this year. We'll have to see. But I think Quinn Bohanna can play. And Chancey Golston flashed some good reps too last year. So, and you know, he was transitioning to a defensive tackle. He was predominantly a defensive end at Iowa. I think he came from Iowa. He was pretty much a defensive end at Iowa. And he was always a strong kind of tweener too, though. He was pretty much a tweener. But now he's transitioning his body all the way to a defensive tackle. So this could be the year that he just cut up and really embraced that role fully. So I like Chancey too, though. But Neville, I like Neville. I think he's a good penetrator type defensive tackle. And we gave him a lot of time. But it's getting real grim for Neville. The time is now for Neville Gallimore. So Neville gonna have to show something up in this count. And I think it's getting real iffy for Neville Gallimore. So we'll have to see. But who y'all like out of those four? The rookie Fehoko, Neville Gallimore, Chancey Golston, and Quinn Bohanna. I see a lot of Bohannas in the building though. I see a Golston or two. Matt Leslie says Fehoko. Miss Nisa says Big Bo. Orlando says Golston. Matt says Golston. Craven Cowboy says Golston. Matt Leslie says Bohanna. Raymond Solis says Simi. Nah, that ain't Simi. Oh, he said Simi Fehoko's brother. Okay. All right. All them players are stepping up. Miss Sadika said everybody gonna go up. Matt says Golston. Tommy Montoya says Bohanna. I think those are the positions to really be dialed into. Defensive tackle and linebacker. Those gonna be two defensive tackle, linebacker, and cornerback on the defense. Those are the main areas I'm gonna be focused on while I'm out there at training camp. I cannot wait, y'all. But I really do appreciate all the love and support. I'm finna get ready to wrap this up. I think HTM don't want to do a show or something, but I do appreciate all the love and support y'all giving me, man. And y'all know I am going out there to training camp in a week or so, and I cannot wait. This will be my first camp. And you know we trying to do some big things at Landlord Sports, so make sure y'all hit that like and share and support. But I really do appreciate y'all, man. And you already know why they hate us, because why? We are the greatest. That's why. Shout out to everybody rocking.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I appreciate y'all.
In my hand. Yeah.
Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in they house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the dollars till you make it. Show 'em all you the great. greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans want it. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody missing with me, I'm the great.
Man, I forgot to let y'all see my new little skit I got for the fried bologna. Let me play this real quick.
Fried bologna sandwiches.
This is what we
fried
feel.
Bologna is so good. It's a different meal than cold bologna. I feel like when you burn bologna, you burn the poverty out of the taste. I can't eat cold bologna sandwiches. It tastes totally different.
Facts. That's a Trap House special. But y'all already know, not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. I know they hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.